Hello, ladies and gents, and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. It is me, myself, and I, your boy Babajack, coming live from being sick. But sometimes that life evil is like that, eh? I say. So I'm first gonna grab myself some tea. There will be some moments that I need to walk off for a bit, mute myself, and all because then I'm evil doing the vomiting, the toughing, or just straight up coughing. I blowed me nose. As I said, I wanted to do this with a collab, but people don't want to collab. Besides collabing with four other people, so I guess. So, and it may be controversial in some kind of way and some kind of way not. I am dyslexic as fuck. So what I'm thinking, I'm just having a co-host that is a little program that is even a wonder for dyslexic people and too much big text. Gonna co-host for me. So that's the whole meme of the me, myself, and I, eh? So I'm gonna get myself some tea. So listen to these fine tunes until I'm back. I got myself some tea. Yeah, that is all good. Alright, alright, alright. Let's put over the music. And if you are interested in what program I'm using, I found a little jigamabob on the YouTubes. That told me how I need to use this talking co-host to me. Most of the time I do the silly little voices, and maybe sometimes I do, maybe sometimes I don't. But we will find out. Let's put the things on order. You know what, I will put it to large. By the way, let me even take a little check, see if it's not echoing, because I don't want it to be echoing. Take that as a no. Take that as a no. Okay, let's start this puppy. Now, what this game is all about. It's a game that you're playing as, this one said, cleric. You're a farmer's son. I don't want to be a farmer's son. Your mom was in a lot of trouble keeping. You know what? Let's do my friend do this for me.
Your mom wasn't around a lot. So to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers.
See, isn't that evil? Just a handsome voice. Hmm. Hello, Dan. How are you doing? Yeah. I would. Oh, still backing the backgrounds. Faithful Harbinger. My legs are still tired from yesterday. Oh, that is bad, my friends. Hmm. In my case, I am sick. Yeah, but it has been a while since I did something, and I was planning to do this game anyway, so why not just stream it? By the way, Dan, my man, do you hear an echo? Because I have no idea if there's an echo, yes or no.
As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicking of superiors, despite your best efforts. It never ended well for you.
Did that get an echo? Just checking because well, it's alright. I'm gonna put my headset on. Eh. Well, good to hear that. I now know that I gave a little echo, so my co-host echoes a bit, and that's good to know. Hmm. Hmm.
Inevitably, you ended up in tinny wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends.
Alright. A lot of something with charisma, even though I'm Claire don't really need charisma, but still. Guys, I got a feeling you're gonna talk a lot with people, convince them. So why not? You know what? Let me evil use this evil to show you what wisdom does.
The large crumble upon their heavy forms. The mystical falter at the crucial point. The small rise to the occasion. Halfweed's poem Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you. To feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people, for good or bad, and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk. RO, give and share what you have, and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try.
Indeed. Indeed, my co-hosts. The voices in my head, as they say. Mm. I can have 2 proficiencies. There we go. Nicely balanced as all things need to be. Let's also see what happens with low dexterity. Alright. Let's go. 5 days until the first ever election. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. A slow crack lost in the hostel, nothing but muscle, just what the city needs. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make inherent choices, and remember to be a real man. The campaign will take you up to from 1 to 6. We'll play for about 8 a session. Just journey put your truck ever. I hope you have a good time, Chris. Only thanks, didn't steal anything, okay? Nah, that's fine. And for the people who are wondering what kind of game it is, it is a little bit like Disco Elysium, but then with D&D.
JOR, truth and nothing else, a voice declares.
Mm-hmm.
What is your name?
What is our name? Intelligence. Rang, your name is Rang. Rang, that doesn't sound right. Of course not, you're the cleric. Ah, I'm gonna do all the stats and voices, and I will try to read all the me talk.
Of course not, for you are the cleric. Please stop yelling that all the time. Hey, respect. The helm.
What?
You are often referred to as cleric.
Mm-hmm. So, my name is...
Yes, speak it.
Rang.
Correct. You answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation?
What's occupation in this context? What are you thinking, chat? Oh, by the way, I think I need to put my Fuki somewhere else because people cannot read if they want to read themselves. So I will be putting me in this corner. What's occupation in this context?
Work. Getting paid for labor. Didn't you have a job? Something really important. Your class.
Let's look around.
It's more than darkness. It's nothing. All around you.
Class? What class am I?
Lower class. Not sure any answer is good here.
Just go... sorry.
Just go with whatever works in the moment.
I think I'll so stay silent.
Honestly, since you don't know who you're dealing with here, I agree.
Thank you, Charisma.
It is probably smart to shut up. It takes a while before the next question is posed.
All right, Jor.
What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop.
Indeed, wisdom, indeed.
The goblin chieftain. She needs you.
Tea shop exploded.
Unfortunately, yes.
Mm-hmm. That's not good. I like tea shops.
They are lovely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There is a question to be answered. Your goal is
To find the goblin chieftain, is that right? Question mark.
you know it to be true. No reply. No feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation?
Okay.
The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. The National Party of Norvik, of course. T you care tor your tell low, vote tor the Asgalists.
I think that went wrong. My bad.
If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalists. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. The Free Striders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting.
Nah, I agree. Hmm. Eh. The Azalists. That sounds like a good bunch. Hmm. Even though these days, personally, myself, actually, I'm apolitical.
Perfection. No one can get mad at you, and everyone will love you.
Indeed, charisma, indeed.
The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die?
Oh no.
Following your convictions. Same way you lived. Unable to step out of the uniform. Not for 1 second.
I fell into divinity. She took me a whole. Oh no, my pocket watch. Hello, Double. How are you doing? In my case, I am sick. Ah, alright. Day 1, March 22, 7 p.m. I hope so as well, but since last week, Thursday, I've been sick. Even though I think I'm longer sick than that, but
A fresh start.
indeed, I get up.
Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you've slept for days.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for your glorious quest to continue.
uh, let's see what's around us. Look around.
A circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses.
That's a weird combination.
Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad?
Let's click on Tone Chat. Let's find out information about Tolstad.
Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of River Torna, home of Jor's Pillar, a sprawling tunnel network, and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascanii. You are on Tolstad right now.
Let's see what's River Tuna.
River Torna, the second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascanii in half.
Let's see if we can find out what the coast is.
The coast, also known as Jor's Realm, it is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. It is theorized to be a ring or a half-sphere due to the bend of the horizon.
Okay, the bands. Damn, we're getting far deep in this.
Band, an esoteric divide splits the circular coast of Jor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits, and stretches from the coast to the infinite wastes.
And I do appreciate the warm wishes, double. How Kinsey says a double. Double.
Esoteric, the magic of Jor and his strings. The coast is infused with it.
Oh, that's Jor.
Jor, the name of our realm. Also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. Wizard, a book-learned spellcaster. Arcane typically plays Jor's strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants.
Alright, okay. Jeez. We keep going with this.
Arcane, one of the three pillars of magic. It is represented by the forces that make up all esoteric events. Those who play Jor's strings tap into these powers, programming the laws of the existence around their whims. Jor's strings, the ley lines of esoteric power that holds the realm together.
At last, we found an end to all this lore dump, but lore is important.
What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform.
Oh no.
Panic. Sweat. No spell book. No mace. Face it, you've been robbed.
Oh no.
Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, a quest. Quest. A task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer.
We indeed are.
You're on a quest to save the city. Earth be blessed. Earth, your god.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna see if I can remember anything.
Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact.
Alright. That's good to know.
Your quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop.
The tea shop?
Yep, the tea shop that blew up. It'll be a tough.
Okay, that went wrong.
It'll be a tough one. Might take days.
Wait, how much time do I have?
Until the election, duh. Which is in 5 days.
Oh boy.
The patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. Patriarch, a top clerical rank in Norvik. Different from Lord Patriarch, which is the traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of clerics each at the towers.
Yeah, we're going into an lore dive again.
Cleric, a servant of a god, deeply devoted and spiritually connected. Typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity.
Okay, not that big.
Divine, one of the three pillars of magic. It is represented by the sacred, the faith of all folk, their souls, and is granted by gods who once walked among us. You must honor this request and complete this quest.
Yes, indeed, strength.
Time only advances when you make new choices and dialogues.
Alright. Yeah. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up the some random tea shop.
More or less.
All right.
But you've got like 5 days to do it. So no stress.
Yes, let's finish this job.
Damn right. You'll do great. Now get going.
Ouch.
You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earth Guard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Earth Guard, the heroes of Norvik, keepers of city law, defenders of humanity. Your brothers. Norvik, your home city. Founded by your god towards the end of the Coast War. It is built upon several layers of ancient ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Coast War, the Great War, a conflict between the Arcanists of Reeds, as well as every other nation connected with them across the coast. A horrible waste of human lives, which claimed millions of lives. There was no honor in this fighting. That you know. Reeds, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is a temperate land of lowland and many lakes, commonly seen as the homeland of humans. Large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys, and floating mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Human, tall and beautiful, like yourself. Known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits.
All right, all right.
Your body aches. Its contents rotting. You must consume an apple. Now. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk.
Uh-huh. Rub your temples.
As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel. It is covering your entire head. Colloquially known as a helmet.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Apple looks better than one of those in a pile. This isn't yours, is it?
The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It is light blue and tattered.
Uh-huh.
And it was once yours. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting.
Ring it out.
The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water.
Looked like a corpse was found in the water. It is quite wet. Weight in my hand and is heavy. Charisma does not like it.
A rogue would wear it, that's for sure. So, you reach for your fancy red pouch of holding.
Ah.
The cloak easily slips inside, into the extra-dimensional space, with a satisfying slurp.
I really love my pouch of holding.
Yes, you are very lucky.
Thank you.
These are, like, 1,000,000 on the Crown's market. Crowns, the Norvikian crown, the main coinage in Norvik.
Alright, more information, here we go.
Norvikian crown, the official currency of Norvik, suffered heavy inflation during the years after Earth's passing. A meal is somewhere between 5 to 20 crowns. A cheap month's rent is 100 crowns. A spell book is 50 crowns. An average salary outside the city is up to 300. Average salary inside the city is up to 500. Earth is passing, the day your god died. Norvik used to celebrate this with fervor when you were little, as many fanatics believed he would return if they hosted a truly legendary feast.
More information.
Earth is passing, drink and feasting with family and friends, mostly used to ignore the darkness of winter outside. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores.
Well, just like this collision. There's a corpse under the blankets. Sure, you can sleep down here. So please don't ignore me.
Silent treatment, huh?
Funny.
If you wish to commune with the corpse in any meaningful way, I suggest speak with dead. Speak with dead, a third-level necromantic spell, allows you to animate a spirit into a corpse and have it answer 5 questions, as long as that corpse retains a suitable vessel. That mainly boils down to still having some sort of mouth, including a functioning jaw.
No move, breathing, no movement, no nothing. Oh. Oh, XP. Now, come on.
Underneath, you find the cold corpse of a human. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you.
The DC difficulty class of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select a die choice, you then roll a 20-sided dice. If it is same or higher, DC is your seat on the roll. Intelligence check. Examine him closer. Ah.
There's something strange here. We must look closer.
Lean in and look closer.
Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Make sure to check the back as well.
Try to move over the cups. The moment you touch it, the black veins appears over your skin.
A feeling of impending doom comes over you. Your stomach drops. Doom, the lair of a lich. Lich, an undead spellcaster of immense power. Created and sustained by consuming the souls of mortals, they are capable of eternal life and terrifying esoteric might. Followed by a wave of pain. Necrotic energies. Let go of the damn corpse. The moment you let go, the pain subsides.
The dark marks on skin disappear as quickly as they showed up.
What a horrific spell. This corpse is cursed by something wicked beyond your powers. They should at least have a sign up. Like, don't touch the dead, they're full of black magic. You slowly cover up the corpse once more.
Indeed I do. Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out.
What kind of hell magic casted on this thing?
Something horrific. Truly evil. Whatever it is, do not touch it again.
Is it the kid the looting rights?
Yeah, why not? Not like the guy will complain. But don't go around talking about it too loud, okay? It would be dishonorable. Only take that which you need for your quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. Either way, you will not get in any trouble. No one will know. His hands are calloused. He's built like a sarcophagus.
Who was this guy?
Just a man. A dead man.
And that man indeed.
An honorable dead man.
Yeah.
This is a morgue. A lich house. Clearly. Lich house, a mortuary. A holding space for dead bodies. During times of undeath, they are known to be heavily guarded. Corpses are kept on cooling in places like this, before cremation or burials.
I should stop bothering the corpse right now. A shrine covered in apples. The ruin are filled with a sense of approaching.
The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples.
A sacred shrine left and states its insult to all people. A sacred shrine left in this state, and it's an insult to Uther and all his people.
Indeed. Yet you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's dream afloat. This city is lost, but it is not yet lost.
Removed apples.
It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. A small improvement, but big in the heart.
Are these rare?
No, you will find shrines like this all over Norvik.
Alright. Norvik.
Norvik, the central city of Ascanii and last bastion of humanity. It was founded upon the end of the Reconquest in 468 E, exactly 70 years ago. Asken, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is a cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascanii. To what exactly? To Earth, of course. There are many gods listening to our prayers. Always. Just remember that they might not respond so clearly.
So I can pray to some random gods. Earth, I need to pray to Earth.
You may pray as you wish. There's an internal element to it that is underappreciated.
You feel small.
You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines.
Alright.
Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends 1 spell slot of the corresponding level. Many. You know a few. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. A trickster, the type of god only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Tokig the Gambler is often seen as a silly goblin myth. Goblin, short and green. Got claws and fangs. Little they've got 3 monsters. Tribes in Norvik and are considered somewhat civilized. Monster, short for monstrosity. Defined as a non-sentient creature born out of magical means, often by combining various natural beasts or from curses or esoteric events. In truth, there are few goblins who still worship him after the conquest. The conquest, the correct way of referring to the historical event in which humans founded Norvik. Most humans, however, refer to it as the Reconquest.
Now more law dump, I guess, people.
The Reconquest, a historical event in Norvik. It began with Earth's landing in 466 AE and is said to have been finished by 468 AE, when Earth finished eradicating the trolls who roamed the ruins of Tullensitiel. It is a point of contention if it should be called a reconquest or just a conquest, as no humans had ever lived in the location before.
Trolls. Damn. More information.
Troll, a monster native to Asken. They exist in broad categories, from small and mostly harmless green trolls to mutated volatile cursed trolls. They vary in intelligence, strength, and organizational abilities, but they are a core enemy of the Earth folk. It was Earth who destroyed their rising kingdom during the late Arcane era.
If you don't mind, people, I need to go a little break. I'll be right back. And once again, I am back. My throat is killing me. I already read this part, but not this one.
RTO, the people of Earth, the ancestors of those who reconquered the Ascanii coast. True mythological heroes. Earth folk, the people of Earth, the ancestors.
Ugh.
Praying to Tokig would, if you for some reason would get a response, only result in the exact opposite of whatever you wanted.
I'm done. Wait, can I not heal there, heal here, there, through divine instruction or something?
Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries.
Okay.
Do you think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. With the power channeled through Earth? Yes. Come on, is it really channeled? The guy's dead, faded, gone. You're most likely simply handling some esoteric leftovers, smudged on the strings. Of course you can heal here, but only if you pray hard enough.
Boom, there we go.
You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye. You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye,
Nah, my bad.
and you remember
The watch.
the words.
Chant. Watch upon me, Ulfric, shepherd of his folk.
You're filled with a spirit of nostalgia and power.
Let me pick up the burden, let me your strength. Thank you.
You feel reinvigorated. This is it. This is
Prayer of healing. Yes, indeed.
yes, indeed. Sadly, you are unable to cast second-level spells at this time.
Prepare spells. Ah, I don't have any cantrips yet. Oh. Well, let me read this just in case, because it can be important.
Preparing spells. To the right, you may view a list of all your available spells. In order to cast spells, you need to first prepare them by approaching shrines, which are scattered around the city. For each spell you wish to prepare, fill in its empty slot to the right. You may only prepare a spell if you have a spell slot of the corresponding level available. Spell slots. To the bottom left, you may view your current spell slots. Each circle represents one slot which you may expend to cast a spell. You may only cast spells when there is a use for them. When a spell is castable during specific situations and dialogues, the spell tile button of that particular spell will be lit up. Spell tile buttons can be found next to your spell slots. Once you have finished preparing your spells,
Now you cannot know that because I'm covering those spell slots. Okay, Mountain of Apples. That's very handy. Is there a pile of apples?
apples are good for you.
Yes, indeed. These apples are not
These apples are not in pristine condition.
Should they be stored alongside a corpse?
No, it's a health hazard.
Of course not.
Of course not. It's nasty. Not yours. The only apple farm in Norvik would be the Goblin Garden. These apples are property of the HBWT. Goblin Garden, a dwarven-built citadel, sitting at the southernmost tip of Tolstad. It is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse.
Could I eat my way through this pile of apples?
You can certainly try. It's not really a question of could. It is a question of do you have the time? You are not capable of carrying such a tremendous burden. It would lead to death. Ability checks. Roll a d20 with your modifiers to get a unique outcome. The DC, difficulty class, is often impacted by your choices, big or small.
Remove the bad apples first.
Your hands swipe over the surface of apples, carefully plucking away any with signs of spoilage.
Yes.
Yes,
Hmm. I'll let the pile leave. Alright.
You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point.
Yeah.
First chord at the top, it says, in big bold lettering. First chord means voting card in fancy Ascanii Dwarven.
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh. It was nice to not think about it for once.
We've never had one of these before, neat.
Very neat. Finally, your voice will be heard. Along with every other idiot in Norvik.
uh,
Nationalist Party of Norvik. Party of Norvik, the Inheritors of Earth S. Will, a theocratic organization founded to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. Magistrate, the highest government position beyond the Lord Patriarch, chosen to rule a district in Norvik for Io to 12 years, depending on their bloodline. Lord Patriarch, the commander of city forces and top cleric beneath Earth. The title is appointed by Earth. Currently, Lord Akesum holds the title, having led the city for the past 30 years. He is a withdrawn leader, over 80 years of age, and has put most power in the hands of the magistrates. Akesum, the Lord Patriarch of Nordic, the supposed face of the Nationalist Party, but due to his withdrawn behavior, most campaigning is done by the magistrates. Magistrate, 5 rulers of the 5 districts. They are the Coin Lord, Home Lord, Shield Lord, Food Lord, and Law Lord. Each has a unique role in the city's bureaucracy. Sometimes the titles switch between districts, but generally the housing districts holds the Home Lord, and the palace holds the Law Lord.
yeah, sorry.
The Palace, an unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the Palace District, in which most central authority resides. The Palace District, one of 5 districts in Norvik, home of aristocrats, bureaucrats, and the remnants of Earth's court. Freestrider, Revolutionary Party.
Yeah, so take a look, well.
Freestrider, the new way. People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Free cities, a collection of city-states and reeds, all united under the golden banner of Freestriderism. Norvik will join them, one way or another. Asgalist, Workers' Party. Asgalist, the workers who built this city want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society, where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share?
Oops.
Agrarian, Rural Party. Agrarian, those who live off the earth. Simple farmers, people of the land, the common clay of Ascanii fields. Their political movement has mostly been swallowed by the Asgalists. Arcanist, Party of Magic. Arcanist, the magocrats who ruled pre-Coast-War human civilizations in Old Deminor. Also a very minor political party in Norvik. Deminor, the arcane era name for reeds, often referred to as Old Deminor. The name was changed by Freestrider revolutionaries to mark the end of the old magocracies. Arcane Era, 511 years of rapid magical and technological growth, as well as the birth and death of the great human magocracies in Deminor, now reeds, ended 27 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want, or just leave it empty for a null vote.
XP.
The box next to each party is filled in with a smudge check mark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor is on the line.
Good, now I know what to vote for already.
Of course you do.
Good to know, Leaf. Main save. Alright. You approach the shambling man by the apple pile. He doesn't acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen. Underneath hood, blank expression on the face. What is your name, sir? Doesn't even turn at all. Why is this man not listening to me?
This is a reanimated corpse. Yes, it is only just.
Yes, deal with this foul creature.
Yes, deal with this foul creature. Encounters are turn-based conflicts, where each participant takes turns in rolling dice and taking actions. During your turn, you are able to perform one dice action as well as cast one spell of your choosing.
Alright.
Don't let this shambler get the jump on you now.
Fight. You're quicker, you got this. Your turn, show him no mercy. Yay! That's alright.
Putting your weight on it, you push the zombie backwards. He attempts to stabilize himself while stumbling around. The slow zombie just stands there.
Sorry.
No, no. He's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. This undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. Does that include you?
Yes.
You should probably try to de-escalate. Just a tip. You successfully grab his arms. Your thick gloved hands wrap around his frail wrists and keep them stable. He's not getting away now. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you've really pissed him off. You can tell, since you're such a people's person.
Aw.
It hurts, even through the armor.
No, zombie bites me.
This ends now. Your final chance. Do not falter.
Oh. You knock him out.
Knock him out. Knock, a second-level transmutation, unlocks things. The definition of locked has been stretched over the centuries, but the spell works on most closed containers or entryways. Yes,
Yes.
catching your breath, you stare at the now unmoving creature. Justice dispensed. Now go loot him. Get that fancy tooth.
Ahaha. Wisdom teeth, a filled tooth, in decent condition. It feels a tingle in your palm when you hold it. More apples. But what do I see here? Our palm. There. Your project crate filled with sand. Expect crates.
You notice a little marking on the back with the letters HBWD.
The lid was tossed behind. Look at the sand.
The crate is filled to the brim.
Ja, sand. Touch the sand.
Underlined choices are more risky, but might offer more reward.
Hmm. Go deeper.
You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first.
Oh no! And you feel a tug grip. Your shoulder sockets.
Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet.
Your face is sinking now.
A sizzling groan fills your ears. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. But as you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked out of your skin. As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point. However, then you would have to leave the helm behind. Your muscles turn to mush as you stop your struggle.
Aha!
You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears. Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. And it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. Then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air, as a trail of sand follows you. Within an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropping to the floor.
You tumble back.
You stumble back. Glancing over to the crate, you see its content now lies still, like nothing happened. You should put on the lid to make sure this not happen to someone else. It helps.
Ooh.
Lot. Possibly. You take a very, very careful step towards the crate to grab the lid. Then you place it gently on top. Your job here is done.
I've done my good service to the community. Yeah. Almost empty pouch. Ooh. That's the question, which way we go now? Should I eat this through this pile of apples? Let's try.
You can certainly try. It's not really a question or coma question of do you have the time?
Oh no.
You look upon this challenge with fear in your stomach. This will be your end. Digging in, the first apple goes down the hatch. Going smooth so far. Maybe this will be easy. Number 2 goes well. At first, then you feel something rumbling.
That's, you know what?
A weak choice, but understandable.
I'm very sorry.
You want more apples, but maybe not the spoiled ones. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of something light and hard hitting the ground. A small, sharp rock. This must have fallen into the pile of apples at some point. Tea is a highly esoteric object.
Shout of joy.
As you weigh it in your hand, a tingle shoots up your arm. Esoteric.
A shot.
A shard. It is connected with a string. These rare shards of jor can be consumed to unlock failed ability checks. Normally, checks are only unlocked upon the completion of a short or long rest.
Shall we go upstairs? Shall we go this way or shall we go that way? Hmm. Hmm. Let's go upstairs, shall we? Spellcasting connection. Looks like we're in a new place. That's Eye of Urfa. Draw, let's go back to this single magic. Your fate on there, oh damn. Yeah. Ah, that is a lot of scrippy whippy. Human release for clothing.
The pale man handles corpses in a basement. A typical self-employed city contractor. You remember hearing about this man. He used to be a dentist and a surgeon.
Okay.
The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. Great Perch. These are official documents of the city.
Uh-huh.
Great perch, the drake-like sea creature found along River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the great perch became the symbol of his great city. That is the great perch of Norvik.
Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Visken, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you.
Look around to the room. Yeah.
Dimly lit and damp, a musky stench lingering in the air. You see books and flasks and stone altars around the circular chamber. There are several corpses present. These stone tables were once modular altars used in some advanced ritual.
Did you save my life?
He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric.
Tell me everything.
Of course, it must be confusing. To tell you the truth, some fishermen brought you here last night. They'd caught you in their net, took you for a corpse. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. Fair.
You quite literally live in this filthy uniform. No wonder they thought you were dead. Not a river. The river.
How did I end up in the river?
I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges to Tolstad?
There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city.
It would never fall. Must have been an assassination attempt. Perhaps there's a nice explanation to all this.
Perhaps you would know Cleric.
Who were these fishermen?
River Guilders, I believe. They did not look like poachers, so my guess would be that.
Ow. Where can I find these fishermen?
He ponders your question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess.
Yeah, what I'll have over for this.
Water Lane, the largest trade port in Norvik, located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It is a so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and it's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges, considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world.
Aha. Dwarfies.
Good guess. Lots of boaters hang out there.
Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them.
So I am in fact alive?
The pale man stops for a moment.
Yeah.
He looks you up and down. Yes. I believe you are.
I have some other questions I can think.
Do you now?
I require assistance with some things.
Of course, Cleric. Anything for the city.
I don't know where to go.
Your shaky voice makes you sound positively Fort Vivlet.
Ah, god damn it. Need to change my voice.
Förtvivlad, dvarvish vård, meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria brought on from mental pain. Fort Vivlid, complete and utter despair, flesh and bone.
Nah.
I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there is a certain rumor that our local goblin chieftain is waiting for you.
Ah, man. Goblin Chieftain?
Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden.
Uh-huh.
Of course, you've heard of her. Lady Sageleaf is quite famous. She leads one of the 3 goblin tribes exonerated by Earth after the conquest. The name is spoken in both reverence and fear. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that one. They call her the Dragon of Tolstad.
She sounds scary.
She is. Treat her with respect, cleric. His eyes say, for your own good. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. I would even go so far as to call her de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. Wait, this is part of the job. Talking with some petty goblin queen? You may find her at the southern tip of Tolstad, the pale man says, and keeps scribbling on his papers in front of you. He does not value your time.
So what do you know about spellcasting?
Quite a bit. He seems wary on the subject.
Can you teach me magic?
A slight smirk creeps onto his face. I sadly don't have time for a proper lecture at the moment.
Yeah.
After the election, I could make time, if you're interested. Great knowledge awaits. Until then, you are free to browse my collection, he says, glancing at the many books along the western wall.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
Aw.
here, a copy of Charm Person. It will surely be useful to you. Charm Person, a first-level enchantment spell. If the target fails a wisdom check, you'll be their favorite person for a little while. Of course, after that, they will surely hate you. But who cares about that?
Okay.
A truly diabolical spell. The towers teach it only to higher tier spellcasters usually, despite its first level. The towers, the home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as the OACN. OACN, nobody calls it that. That's a great shortcut to charming people, although you gotta be careful with the fallout. If you care about such things,
How can I get more spells? 2 ways.
2 ways. You could spend time learning them, drafting pages out of the palace archives. Or the great library in the towers, since you obviously would have some access to that. However, I don't believe you have time for either of those options. So I would suggest the other route. Spell scrolls. Yes, a piece out of my collection.
Oh.
You are very much allowed to indulge, cleric. I'm glad to assist the city in any way. He put them out for you on purpose. Why? Now, Tolstad is filled with all kinds of strange caches, so you'll probably encounter more by just looking around. If you get your hands on a scroll, then just memorize it. Cantrips or spells, doesn't matter. I'm sure you're talented enough to memorize them on the spot.
Sure, thanks.
He nods to you and goes back to his writing.
That's all I have to ask about spellcasting.
Very well. If you want to practice, feel free to cast anything non-lethal on my servant Ost. Wow, that's evil. Treating a servant like that is despicable. Sounds like good practice.
Maybe I will.
He nods slowly.
You called me Clag, make air quotes.
I did, yes. He stops for a second and glares at you.
What gave it away?
A heavily armored man in Earthguard colors, with a prayer book on his hip. Thoughts land on the pages of spells you've meticulously worked on for years. The book is not in your possession right now, but it must be near if the Pale Man has seen you with it. They might have found you in the river, but you're clearly of city stock.
Yeah, could be happenstance.
Could it?
What does happenstance mean again?
He puts down his pen and stares at you. How's that head of yours, cleric?
I think it a little.
His calm expression does not change.
I am the clerk.
Good for you. An example of that sarcasm thing mentioned before. Your purpose is here. You serve the city as a cleric of the river. Though I'd love to ask, what type of cleric are you?
Type?
Yes, if you are a clergyman, you might run a congregation for a local religion or deity. Holy man on a holy mission. Then there are clerics of the bureaucratic variety, city officials speaking for the religious state. Rules are meant to be broken. You're not some stiff councilman. You, however, must be an arcane cleric.
You are correct. I am an arcane cleric.
I figured as much when I saw your spell book. Or do you call it a prayer book? Either way, you clearly play Jor's strings as much as you channel this divinity.
Yeah, ta-da.
Either way, you clearly play Jor's strings as much as you channel this divinity. The Pale Man knows a lot of your training. Interesting.
Da-da-da-da.
Great. Anything else you wanted to ask?
I'm going now. Before you do.
Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings.
Ah, god damn it.
Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours.
I'm not sure. Maybe mine. Maybe possible.
The Pale Man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry. Over there, he says, and points across the chamber. He then looks at the pocket watch on his desk. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you.
There we go again.
Esoteric pocket, an area overtaken by esoteric magic. Exceedingly rare along the coast. The further inland you get, the more common they are, with the infinite wastes being theorized to be filled with nothing but. Inland, a term for travel towards the endless waste, away from the coast. Beyond that, you should be good.
Got it.
The Pale Man turns his face towards you and smiles. unnatural. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest.
And hereby we will be saving, because I got invited to do the peeking, what is also said in the name. Yeah. So I will be quitting this stream, and I will be resuming it even a sec. Shoot, do, wappa.